What up, y'all? I'm back, man. It's AG33. And, today I just want to talk about wisdom in the book of Proverbs. Uh, Hopefully, this is a smooth live. I'm going to try to re upload it because a lot of the times the lives aren't pushed and you guys don't even see the lives that I do. And other people who aren't subscribed don't see the lives that I do. So I'm going to re upload it so everybody can see it. And today, like I said, we're talking about wisdom in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Songs of Solomon are some of my favorite reads in the Bible. A lot of people like the Bible. Zay, what? Everybody has their opinions on it and stuff, but me personally, I'm a lover of wisdom. I'm a lover of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like I just love to learn and become wiser and just become more well-rounded. And I found those three books are filled with knowledge, filled with wisdom, and have brought me a lot of understanding. And the so-called writer of these books was Solomon, who was the wisest person. They say he was the wisest person to in the Bible or to have lived. Because when he was granted, when God said, "I'll give you anything you want," he asked for wisdom. So that's something that I always ask for. I always pray for more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And Solomon is one of my favorite characters in the Bible, next to Isaiah, because Isaiah, that's my name, but yeah, I just wanted to dive into that, and we're going to be talking about wisdom, and we're also going to be talking about, some wisdom you can get from the book of Proverbs and how that applies to your life. And there's this key word that I see used a lot on YouTube. A lot of people say chosen ones, and this, that, and the third. Now, if you are really one of those people, you're going to experience a lot of the stories that you uh read in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? From Jesus to all of these people, you're going to experience a lot of these stories. So it's very important, it's imperative that you do read the Bible and get some wisdom from it, because whether you agree or believe that these are real life stories, they have a lot of meaning to them. So Cain and Abel, that teaches you about betrayal, that the people sitting right with you might be the one to betray you. Judas. um for a lot of you on semen retention, you like to talk about Jezebel. A lot of you on semen retention, you like to talk about Samson and Delilah. There's just many stories that are full of wisdom, and nothing new under the sun. So any of these stories can be applied to your life. And I just wanted to switch it up, man, because I got a little bit of a bit of knowledge in this area. I've been in this Bible since I could read for real. So I do know a lot, and I would just like to impart some of this wisdom on you that I've learned, and hopefully you can use it on your journey and your path. But what I'd like to do is start by reading you Proverbs 1. This is the first chapter of the book of Proverbs, and pretty much a good summary. I'm going to read it to you, and we're gonna stop on some parts and talk about it. But of course, it says, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother, for they shall be an ornament of grace unto thy head, and chains about thy neck. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. If they say, Come with us, let us lay wait for blood, let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause, let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance, we shall fill our houses with spoil. Cast in thy lot among us, let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privily for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. So I want to go back to the part where they say, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And one thing you're going to learn and have to go through as you're on your path is that as you gain more wisdom and knowledge, the people that you are around, you know, you're probably going to feel the need to share everything that you're learning with them. You're going to feel that you're going to feel the need to try to almost save them. But what you have to understand is everybody is not in line with what it is that you're learning and what it is that you're going through. You're elevating your frequency, you're elevating your spirit, and you're really gonna, there's gonna be dissonance between your spirits. You guys aren't gonna resonate anymore. And they say, you know, a fool despiseth instruction. So anything that sounds, you know, like it's going to cause someone to change, they don't want to hear it. If you're telling somebody, hey, you need to stop drinking, you need to stop smoking, they don't want to hear that. They despise instruction. They despise knowledge, you know what I'm saying? And they despise truth. And you're going to have to understand, and you will eventually understand that this is just the dissonance between your spirits as you elevate. And I've had to learn this myself. Like you're gonna be stressing yourself out, pulling your hair out, trying to relate to people who despise wisdom and instruction. You know, you have to understand. They say not to cast your pearls to the swine, and you're just freely giving your energy away by trying to impart wisdom on people who don't have the understanding to receive it. You know, that's one thing I do before I read the word. I pray for understanding so I can be able to actually understand what I'm reading. And if people don't have understanding, the downloads that you're getting, the new wisdom that you're attaining, you know, they're not going to have the understanding to receive it. So you're pretty much just in one ear and out the other when you're telling them these things. You know, you should really only give your wisdom to those who seek it. I wouldn't be out here trying to just, you know, put wisdom on people. Like it's funny, a lot of people they talk to me about the way I eat and stuff. They're like, "Oh, he's always on some healthy stuff." You know, at work they'll be like, "Oh, he's so healthy, this that and the third." But I don't push it on people. Like I don't say, "Hey, you need to stop eating pork. Hey, you need to stop drinking all that soda." I don't. I just let my life be an example. You know, I like to be the message that I bring. And you know, when you're early in your spiritual path, it's so exciting that you want to tell everybody everything you know. But the more, and same thing with like I'd say semen retention, because I feel like that's a entry level door for spirituality for a lot of people. We all, you know, enter into spirituality from different ways. And that's a door. Like you see a lot of people who start doing semen retention, they start creating videos. I've created videos on my experience with it, and you'll see a lot of people, you know, start whole YouTube channels about it. You know, there's some people who may have a spiritual experience and they'll start a YouTube channel about it, or they want to tell their friends about it. But yeah, that's just kind of how it goes when you're new into it. But that's the thing, the more understanding that you get, the more knowledge and wisdom you get, you understand that you should be the message that you bring. And anybody who is seeking that knowledge and seeking that wisdom, they will watch the way you're living and want to, you know, ask you if they want to apply that to their life. You know, I grew up in the Christian church, and I remember we would do this thing called like soul winning, where we would go knock on people's doors and give them like flyers and stuff to the church and pamphlets like, are you saved and stuff like that. And you know, it's worked for some people, but me personally, my belief, I don't really agree with that. I don't, like, it's almost like selling something to me. Like I don't think this is something to be sold. uh I always despised Christianity growing up and everything like that. But once I really started to gain interest in spirituality and religion and theology and things of that nature, I've found, that there's actually some good wisdom in this. And I've found that I've learned a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna jump back into this. Into this book, Proverbs. I just want to start right here. It says, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them. Prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil." Now, what was just said is what you're going to experience. You're going to try to help people. You're going to try to, bring reproof to people. You're going to try to help people see the error in their ways, and they're not going to want to hear it. So you're going to let them go into their own ways. And when they realize what's going on, and they realize that you were there trying to help them, they're going to try to come back to you. But you're going to have to let them learn that lesson. We've all been hard-headed before. We've all, wanted to do what it is that we wanted to do, and we had to learn the hard way. And what you have to understand is that some people just need to learn the hard way, because if they always have a savior to come, then they will never truly learn the lesson. And this is one thing I love about, reading the Bible and stuff like that, is that you can relate a lot of these things to things that you will experience. Because if you are a person who's been blessed, a person who's been granted wisdom, you're gonna relate to a lot of these stories. A lot of people, they get lost in the way that it's written, the translation. uh there's a lot of stigma that comes with the Bible, people being Bible thumpers and that, things like that. But if you're a person of understanding, you can find wisdom in anything. So I try to read a wide variety of things to find understanding. But yeah, it's a very interesting thing. And we already read the first chapter of Proverbs, but I'm going to speak on wisdom a little bit. And, I always have a daily prayer where I ask for, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, understanding, and overstanding. And one thing that you will need to understand, if you are the same way, is that it's not going to come easy, and it will be a bit painful. Because when you want to know the truth, when you want to have more, a stronger intuition where you can know more, it's not going to be a walk in the park, because there are some things that are going to hurt to find out. There are some things that are not going to sit well with you. Your eyes are going to be open to a lot of things, and it's going to be a bit painful. But one thing that you're going to need on your journey is to be more callous, to be more mentally strong. You need to be mentally strong. You need to be mentally tough. You want to learn how to respond properly and not be emotional. So that's a good thing. And when you're asking for wisdom, you have to understand that you're going to have to go through difficult periods in life, because that's where we learn wisdom. you know uh Pain, heartbreak, and betrayal, and hard times of struggle, it makes you tougher, and it's good for you. It makes you wiser. It makes you learn things at this time. Like, you learn to bless people because you've gone through these things. You know, you learn to be patient with people. You learn, and that's how you gain wisdom, and that's how you strengthen your spirit. You're going to have to go through things. Like, everybody wants it to be a walk in the park, like a spiritual enlightenment is just going to be the most beautiful thing in the world, but it's not. It's going to be painful. It's going to be difficult. You know, I like to just to be real about that though, because you know, when you watch a lot of YouTube videos, it seems like everybody is like selling something, but like the real the situation is the fact that you're gonna have to struggle, you know, to gain wisdom. You're gonna have to struggle to gain perspective. And like I said, back in the Bible, like the Bible, where it's so many. I think they call them parables. You know, a biblical story with an earthly meaning or something like that. Like the book, like Job, what he went through. You know, his uh, the devil tested him, and whether you believe that or not, just look at the story though. He was being tested and tried by life, and you know, she's like, you know, just denounce God. His wife left him. Everybody just left him, and you got to understand, like, that may happen to you. You know, whether you believe in the Bible or not, like, these are all stories of things that can happen to you. You know, the story of Potiphar's wife. Potiphar, he worked for this king or something like that, and the wife was trying to like get with him, and he just wouldn't do it because he's like, I'm not going to do that. And she tried to lie on him because, you know, he wouldn't get with her. These are things that happen in real life. Nothing new is under the sun. So, you know, that's just one thing I would like to say. You know, as you're on your spiritual path and you're starting to gain more wisdom, you know, you're going to have to go through a lot of rough things and a lot of painful things for you to gain more understanding. And it's a beautiful thing, for real. You're gonna almost, I'm not gonna say you're just like, ooh, bring the pain, but you're gonna start to see the beauty in the difficult times that you go through because they make you wiser. And if you really love wisdom and love knowledge and gaining more understanding, you're gonna understand that this is part of it. And you're gonna be thankful and grateful for every hard situation that you went through, because it's gonna make you mentally tougher. It's going to make you a lot wiser. You're going to have, you know, you're going to have game, and you're going to have the tools for various situations that life throws at you. So, you know, I don't really have too much more on that topic. I'm going to leave the live up, but I'm also going to re-upload it as a video. And I just hope y'all got some enlightenment from that. I hope you got some edification from that. You know, like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to everybody who's been leaving beautiful comments on my channel. Those are the things that keep me going, just knowing that you guys are getting something from what I'm saying and what I'm doing. I've been having a difficult time making videos just out of the simple fact that I want to make sure that when I bring you guys videos, that it's something that can improve your life, that it's something that can, you know, give you a little motivation to move in the right direction. That I'm not just making videos just to be making videos, or making videos to quote unquote go viral. Like, I want to make sure that you guys are actually getting something from my videos. So I kind of have to just pray on it and wait and take notes until I can, you know, find something that I'd like to bring to y'all. And this is just something that I've been reading lately. I've been, you know, really enjoying the book of Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and Songs of Solomon. And, you know, you guys should go check it out, whether you believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe it, read it as a fiction, and just know that there's, you know, some wisdom in it. There's some stories in there that you can relate to life. So yeah, like I said, man, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the I'm gonna try to do these spiritual sessions with Zay, you know. And yeah, just I hope you guys take heed to this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, understanding, and overstanding that I try to impart on you. And y'all have a good one. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay dangerous. And I'm out.